Hello guys, it's me, well hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me again, Insane Gorilla, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another part of What If Deku Was a Turian from Mass Effect. I'm sort of continuing this one just for a bit. Well, this would just be the second video, then I'll move on to something else. I am just here to say this is just going to be a after result of the raid on the Cerberus base within a nebula. Now there'll be a star base, but it'll be over a planet. Just so you know, pretend that planet isn't there, and it's all in a nebula. Okay, please and thank you. And we're almost up to 900. Just quite a few more people to go to join, and we'll be up to 900 subs. Try and beat it, please. Anyway, we'll start off a few weeks before the assault on the Cerberus star base within a nebula. With, well, somebody talking. And, well, it goes like this. Situation report. Unconfirmed activity of police mobilization to take down more Cerberus holdouts. The police and the army are doing combined assaults. Any Cerberus personnel that is unarmed that flees gets immediately arrested by the police, while the occupants that do fight end up fighting the military. Combined arms tactics used. Chief of Police in Whistletown, Izuku Midoriya. As this person would get cut off by somebody saying, "Now listen to me. I want you to send him some more information. We need him to succeed in this task. So remember, Agent, I need him to be in one piece. And let's just hope the Council don't get involved in this next task. The Turians need to deal with this because this is in Turian space. But sir, the Alliance are also in control of this space, as a combined colony of Turians and humans. I don't care, Agent." As we go over to Deku, as he is getting very frustrated with the tacticians that he's dealing with. Then a craftsman walks in a special, officer's uniform. I should just say, "Chief, are you alright?" As he just say, "Yeah, I'm fine." As well, she would notice behind him that there's a cup that is has a message on it saying to big bro, and to a Turian brother from a human brother. We fight as one, we stick to one. Well, we stick as one. No distance will clear us from that. As it just starts floating, she just continues talking while keeping an eye on it, saying, "With all technical parameters, we should be able to take the Cerberus base with a few hundred casualties. We can't really tell if there's going to be a fleet orbiting a space station like this. We're not sure of the armaments on this station either. So what you're telling me is that you have absolute no idea what we're facing." "Yes, sir. I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize. You're the youngest Spectre, so you don't even know what you're doing properly. It's to be expected. Leave the military tacticians to me. considering I am ex-military and I fought alongside the humans. We came up with combined arm tactics. So just leave the tactical stuff to me. Dismissed. And one more thing, sir, before I leave. Go ahead, Craftsman. I may have unfortunate news. As he cocks up one of his eyes. It may be the council. Noted. We'll talk about this in private when we're not in the police station. As well. They go through their days as they go back to the apartment. With, well, Deku actually arriving first and actually going in and getting a shower. And be aware this is at the night time. Then Craftsman walks in, saying, damn, keeping my Spectre status a secret is one hell of a problem. I'm surprised the humans haven't figured me out already. Although, that human female seems to have done so. Just waiting for her male companion to do the same. As well, she would hear people walk out of a room. As she would hear Lennox and Maggie. As Lennox would just say, I'm telling you, it's perfect. You, the Alliance? Me as a police officer? What could go wrong? A lot of things, stupid. What happens if I'm actually deployed in another system? And this place is under attack again? What's going to happen to you? Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Look at these muscles. Even diamonds can't penetrate my skin. Dumbass. You're a dumbass. Lennox, you really are a dumbass. Yeah, I know. Unlike the Spectre, who believes that she is completely untouchable. I should know that because I noticed a new Turian walking around the police station some time ago, and she was moving like a Spectre, or however the Spectres move. As well, Amy just packs up, saying, "So, you've figured me out." Oh, there you are. I was wondering what Deku, what big bro came in without you. Lagging behind. Had some extra paperwork to fill out. I could have just used my Spectre status and get it over with quickly, but I needed to keep my cover. True that. We can't have Cerberus picking you out from meager officers. Saying, oh look, there's somebody there who is not an actual officer, she's high ranking. Let's kill her. Yeah, Cerberus will pick you out like a sore thumb. Didn't really stop you from picking me out. Hey, what can I say? Picking people is a specialty of mine. Just take my lovely companion that's hanging to my back again. As they actually look at her, as it turns out she's fast asleep. Oh, okay. Never mind. My lovely sleeping companion. Well, looks like I may have to take her back to her room and, well, let her go to sleep. As, well, Amy Crossman just says, how long have you two actually been together? Just around about, what, 5 to 6 months? We started dating when we were in high school. So technically that was a lot longer than just 6 to 7 months. Oh. Okay. Fair enough by me. You didn't need to get snappy about it. Idiot. What? So, do you two argue like this all the time? Yeah. Yep. We have these discussions from time to time. Half of the time, mostly. I told you, if you want to leave the military, leave the military. Join me and Deku. Could sure use your intelligence in the police force. Not my style. Come on, if your parents try to get you to marry some guy again, Deku's the chief of police here in the city, so he can deny that. As they both begin arguing, Amy Craftman looks towards two pictures, not hearing a door open as she walks over to actually pick one up. As Deku grabs her arm, saying, "What are you doing?" Hmm? Sorry, sir. I just saw them and just said, they seem interesting. So you thought you could go and pick them up. Learn a bit of privacy, Spectre. Learn it and learn it well. There are only two people here who are allowed to pick these up, and they're over there. And she would look behind her to see to see Lennox take Maggie into her room. As she would turn around to Deku as he would be up in her face. Very, very close in her face, looking her smack in the eyes. If I ever catch you trying to lift one of these pictures up again, we will be done, and you'll be finding yourself a new apartment. Do I make myself understood? Yes, sir. Good. Now, don't let me catch you trying it. Or hell, don't let Lennox catch you trying. I'm going to go for a place for a bit. I need to finish cleaning up. I only came out here to ask him a few things. As he would walk back into, the shower. As, Maggie would Amy would just stand there sighing, saying, "Great. I've made him mad. Again." As, Lennox, then Maggie would walk out, as Lennox would just say, "Oh yeah, you shouldn't really be touching those things." He is, as Maggie would say, he's very protective over those pictures. There's a good reason why. Do you want to tell him, Lennox? Because he's told you the full story? Sure thing. What whole story? There's a reason why he doesn't let other people, unless he knows them on a true level, touch them. I know him on a true level because I've known him for most of my life, ever since we were kids. He was 9, I was 8 at the time. Well, I was approaching 9 at the time, and he was already 9. Our birthdays were just literally 2 days apart from each other. I know him since, as I said, since we were both 9. Maggie got to know him when we started dating. And it turns out he may be a bit of a nerd, but he's got reasons to be a nerd. As Maggie would pipe up saying, "Yeah, my brother would hate him, let's say that. My full name is Maggie Bakugo. So, yeah. My brother is a hothead, to believe it or not. So, yeah. There's a reason why I never went to Earth to be with my parents, because I prefer to be with these two than anything else. It's always more interesting. And plus, my boyfriend over here has to repay me a few things. Oh, come on. Yes, well, the door will open again as Deku would leave, not really saying a word. As they would all follow, saying, that's weird. After a few hours, they find him in a, well, in a dojo that he had made, well, bought and refurbished, as he would say, computer, activate protocol 227, set for stun. As the computer would say, but sir, this is a high voltage. This could fry your nervous system. Just do it, computer. As you wish, sir. 227 protocol activated. Set for stun. Please try not to destroy the place, like you nearly did last time. The cleaner bots had a hell of a hard time. Yeah, sorry. As well, Amy, Lennox, and Maggie would look. As Amy would say, I knew it. He's a biotic. Really? You only just noticed that? Wait, he was a biotic? He's a biotic? Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't tell you, Maggie. Turian society doesn't really, well, don't we don't mind biotics, but biotics can have a bit of a drawback. Yeah, trust me, he doesn't like using his biotics, like at all. If he had a choice, he would say he'd rather be reborn without biotics, because he just feels anxious. He feels like every time he's about to lose control of his biotic power, people could get hurt. But that's when we were 9. I found out that he was biotic when I was 10. And he said, yeah, he's been biotic ever since he was 5. His parents couldn't afford an actual tutor. The only tutor they could find was a human, and he was well, not very forthcoming with the truth. His parents sacked him after realizing that that he was stealing money from them. Then the accident happened, and people have just been taking the piss out of him ever since. What accident? Those pictures that you saw, Amy? Yeah, those were his parents. And the other picture was him with his baby sister. She must be around about 10 by now. As, well, they'd hear computer. Set for lethal rounds. As the computer would say, negative. No, not putting you through that. As the computer would shut it down, saying, I'm sorry, sir. But leave. As, well, they all skedaddle before they get spotted by Deku. As Deku would be sitting in his office as he would get a message a few days later. Broker agent to Deku. More intel for you. Meet at old bar location in this. Well, better be in there. Better be here by in 15 minutes. As he'd get everything ready, as like Lennox and Amy would walk in saying, "Going somewhere, Midoriya?" "Yeah, none of your business either. Just meeting with a contact. Shouldn't be too long, 15 minutes at least." "Bro, you're pushing yourself too hard. I could tell because that cup's flying again." "The cup? Oh, sorry. Just make sure nobody else hears you say that next time, Lennox." I'm locking the door, hang on a minute. As the door shuts and locks, as he'd walk up to him saying, "Look, bro, you can't just keep on pushing yourself like this. You're gonna give yourself a goddamn heart attack." "Listen, Lennox, and listen well. Servers attacked our home world. Our home. That doesn't stand with me. Oh, but you're pushing yourself too far. Spectre, tell him to calm down. I've tried. I've tried already. He won't listen to me. Damn right I won't. You weren't there in that war. Well, not that, in the war, as they call it for this planet. Listen, bro. Stop putting everything on your shoulders. There are dozens of people looking into this attack. Well, looking into how Cerberus managed to corrupt an official on this planet. Regardless if he was human or not. You shouldn't just be taking all the responsibility onto your own shoulders. Like I said, it will give you a heart attack. Just step back, relax, sit down, take a cup of coffee, and relax for a bit. You're not the only one looking in on this. It seems like I'm the only one looking in on this, Lieutenant. And besides, as he put down his pad, I gotta get going, so I want you guys to head out on patrol. Keep everything safe. And I'll be back in 15. As he would head off to an old broken bar location. As he would walk around, going up to the, well, third level. As a broker agent would appear saying, Izuku Midoriya, Chief of Police in Whistletown. Good to see you again. Broker agent. Broker agent. So what's the intel? It's about Cerberus. About this Project Spider. Go on. As you know, you asked the Shadow Broker a few weeks ago to try to hack into both Turian and, Alliance personnel databases to get their hands on the Project Spider. Yes, because I trust you guys to get it done quicker. Turns out that the documents that both your factions, well, our factions have, are false. I knew it. Something seemed to be going too long and too wrong. Yes, well, apparently Project Spider was not in its, drawing phases. It was in its production phase. Two prototypes have already been made. One was destroyed and the other one has yet to be activated. Destroyed by what? We don't know. The Shadow Broker sent one of its own agents to the Nebula as well. The Nebula has a fleet. 13 strong. I got some contacts in our military. In the military. I'm sure they could spare me a ship or two. Well, spare me a few ships. Chief of Police. Servers have dreadnoughts. 5 dreadnoughts. 5. That's not most of the fleet. That's the quarter of the fleet. The rest are picket ships, frigates, fighters, and cruisers. You're gonna need the entire 5th fleet of the Human Alliance and your entire expansionary fleet to take on 5 dreadnoughts. How can Cerberus get 5 dreadnoughts so fast? We don't know. But the Shadow Broker also has more information about the Geth. What have the Quarians done this time? The Geth, as I said, there was a huge schism within the Geth hierarchy. Yeah, and what else have you found out? The Geth are worshipping something. We don't know what. The Shadow Broker is quite literally terrified. If it's something that Geth are worshipping, then we are in big trouble. And we always with the Geth. You're not listening to me, are you? The Geth are worshipping some giant machine. At least that's what the Shadow Broker is believing. We don't know why. Hell, I don't even want to find out. He was about to send me onto that mission until he said, no, wait, I got something else for you to do. So here's the information. How much do I owe you? 6 billion credits? Jesus Christ, I may be the chief of police, but even I don't have that amount of money. I'm just going to be taken out in stages. We're already nearly there anyway. Fine. Thank you. Don't mention it. As he well leaves, and a few months later, they get everything ready. He managed to convince one of the admirals in the Turian fleet to send them a lot more ships. And the Alliance also joined, sending Admiral Hackett and David Anderson. Yes, David Anderson. To, well, strike at Cerberus. And pretend that there's a lot more ships than that in that picture. As well, a fleet heads towards this station. And the admiral of the Turian vessel just says, alright, ladies, we're gonna be fighting Cerberus today. Once again. There's somebody in the fleet would say, but Admiral, why would we be fighting Cerberus? This is a human matter. As I said, Captain, we'll be fighting Cerberus today, but if you would let me explain. We'll be fighting Cerberus today with the Human Alliance. One of our own, an officer on the planet that was recently in a war, called Chief of Police Izuku Midoriya. He asked me to use his full name on that one. He convinced me that Cerberus was building a project that our governments have been working on trying to figure out. And according to him, the Shadow Broker broke into our systems and found out more information about this Project Spider. This project is already in its production phases. What the hell is Cerberus trying to build? We don't know. Most probably some giant walking spider. But apparently it's also to do with the Geth. We don't know why. But why attack that planet then? Why take everything over? We don't know. But according to also intel that interrogation specialist Izuku Midoriya apparently has had, Cerberus has dozens of sleeper cells all over the galaxy. There are actually 2 operating on the planet that was recently in that war. This is called the cyber division, or robotic division, whatever. It wasn't particularly clear on that part. Let's see again in transmission, saying, "This is Admiral Hackett, the Turian fleet, ready to begin assault." Good timing, Admiral Hackett. Of the Human Alliance. Don't mention it, sir. This is Captain Anderson on one of the assault groups. We're waiting to begin full-out assault. Whenever you are ready, Turian hierarch. Captain Anderson, I don't believe I asked you to speak up. Sorry, Admiral, but after what Cerberus did, I think it's time for us all to have a little bit of a payback. I agree with him, Admiral Hackett. Fair enough. All ships All Alliance ships go into attack formation. All Turian vessels do the same. Intertwine with the human fleet. Get their movements down. We all work as one. It will be a pleasure working alongside the Turians today, Admiral. Same to you, Admiral Hackett. To all vessels in both fleets. This is the Turian Admiral. Admiral Herrick. Just the name I come up with, okay? This is Admiral Herrick. If my flagship, the Redeemer, goes down and explodes, all Turian vessels report straight to Admiral Hackett. As there are quite a few yes sirs, but also begrudging yes sirs. Yes sir. As they begin the attack, with Cerberus actually having a lot more ships than even the Shadow Broker knew. As the Shadow Broker's agent reports straight back to the Shadow Broker saying, I gave specific measurements. I didn't realize there were even more ships here, behind the station. As the Shadow Broker would just say, you're a fool. Think of this as a punishment. Come back for that punishment. As this operative just say, yes sir. Retreating now. As the attack for this station goes relatively okay, they manage to get above the station, taking out a few of its anti-ship guns, making a hole big enough for landing shuttles to make their approach. As they would make their approach, as Captain Anderson would say, alright, to all Turian and Alliance vessels, when we dock on this Cerberus vessel, Cerberus station, we must find a way to immediately take out its anti-aircraft guns. Or anti-ship guns. Or otherwise our fleets will be having one hell of a messed up day. As he would just get, yes sir, and don't tell us what to do, human. We know our duty, you do yours. Well, as they all eventually land, with Cerberus unloading, bringing out the welcome pie. Squads upon squads of shield, of Cerberus guardians, guys with the shields, and assault troopers. With, Cerberus putting up one hell of a fight. With one Cerberus soldier saying, Shieldman, take him back. We must hold off. And this guy would then end up getting his head shot off. And one of the shield guys getting shot in the foot, then getting shot in the chest. As well, they hold out for quite some time. The Alliance and Turians start taking heavy damage up into space, so they tell them to hurry up. Or otherwise they're going to have to call off the entire assault. As Admiral Farrick gets on the line saying, all hands, abandon ship. I'm going down with this vessel. I'm going to ram it into that goddamn dreadnought. With one of his crew saying, all hands, abandon ship. As they would still sit in their seats, as they say, we're going down with you, sir. No way are we taking orders from humans. As Admiral Farrick would just smile, saying, it's been an honor serving with you all. As all escape pods get launched, as Admiral Hackett just says, this is Admiral Hackett. Collect all those escape pods before they get destroyed by Cerberus. Dreadnoughts, open fire with mag rounds. as well. Shuttles would go out and collect the escape pods as Horan's cruiser slams headfirst into a dreadnought, blowing it up. As all the Turians start breaking formation to take on, well, Cerberus cruisers, with Admiral Hackett having to make adjustments, saying, "God damn it, the Turians are going to get themselves killed out there." Okay, all vessels, split up alongside those Turian vessels. Make sure you give them as much aid as you possibly can. Dreadnoughts, take out the rest of those dreadnoughts. Cruisers, take on their cruisers. Carriers, continue launching fighters. Support for the rest of the Turian fleet. Captain Anderson, report. As he would hear gunfire, as Admiral Hackett would get reports from Anderson saying, "We're taking heavy casualties, sir, but we're still pushing forward. We got roughly around about 3 more decks to go." "That was fast, Admiral. That was actually quite fast, Captain Anderson. Is there a skeleton crew on there?" "No, sir. We've entered a lot of, well, a lot of the station of atmosphere and oxygen, so all the service people died, have been killed. It's just a few holdouts that are off grid, off system. The station is quite extensive, but not too extensive. We managed to get everything done." "Squad D, watch your left. That's a flame trooper." As they would start screaming in pain, as he would say, "I got him." As he would shoot the pack, as he would start screaming, saying, "No, no, no, no," as you'd just hear a boom. As Admiral Hackett would just say, "Captain Anderson, report." "What was that?" "Flame trooper, sir. Roasted Delta team completely to the ground." Damn. Okay. Collected dark tags." "Yes, sir. Collecting them now." Yes, well, after 3 whole days of constant fighting still, because Cerberus still had the ships up there, they eventually managed to secure all of the station. There were just 2 holdouts left, and they were in the bridge and in the reactor, because this place does have a reactor to keep it going. As Deku's team took the reactor, while Captain Anderson's team took the bridge, slaughtering everybody to the last man. As, well, they would all say, "Area secured." And I have actually got to go, guys. Okay, and I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. So as I left off, the Alliance and Turians managed to secure a station controlled by Cerberus, and managed to shut down all of the defences. As they go through all blocks, they get a report saying, "Sirs, you might want to come and see this." As Deku, Captain Anderson, and Admiral Hackett join 3 squads. There's Admiral Hackett, not Anderson, says, "What are those? Are those machines, or are they Geth?" As the Turian would speak up, "As far as we can tell, Admiral, they're all machines. But there is Project Spider. Project Spider is in this next room behind me." And, well, as they open the door to see a four-legged 2 rotary Gatling guns and some weird body structure looking machine that is inactive, with sparks still coming off of it as something, well, as it still appears to be being made. as Admiral Hackett just says, take pictures, take everything. We take this to an Alliance base. And Turians say, no, we take it to one of our military bases, because this was in our territory. As Hackett would just say, no, it goes to us. This was a military matter run for humans. Cerberus is human. Not that I don't trust you, Turians, but this is a human matter. As Deku would stand forward, step up, say, Admiral Hackett, I think we should reach a compromise. Oh? And what kind of compromise? I can't just let you Turians have all the fun and hog all the glory of defeating Cerberus. Listen very carefully, Admiral Hackett. This was a joint military operation. So, we take this, all of this, whatever that is, whatever those things were, to the Council, to the Citadel Council. They decide what we do with this. Ugh, you Turians and protocol. Fine. But just because of this doesn't mean this is not still a human matter. As Deku would round all of his men, saying, Alright men, round up all of this equipment and plant explosives. This whole station goes up. That's all you hear is a, but you're not our commander. And he would just say, well, it's clear I'm the only one who's ordering the Turians around at the minute. If anybody else wants to take command, be sure to step up right now. Otherwise, plant explosives. This whole station goes up. As well, they all start setting up explosives. High yield explosives. As they all leave, this Deku actually has a detonator as he waits for everybody to get off. As he goes through all channels, everybody says we're all off. Admiral Hackett says, I don't like this, but blow it anyway. As he would just say, fire in the hole. As, well, you'll just see explosions as the station, within a few minutes, goes up. As, well, they land back on their own planets. Deku meets up with CSEC officers, well, ordinary officers in Whistletown. As well, 3 days go by with no retaliation from Cerberus. As well, he continues going through his day, eventually getting a message saying, to Mr. Midoriya, report to the council on the Citadel in 5 days' time. This is not a request. I was going to put something else in that, but hey, I'll just say it now. Repeat, this is not a request. So be fashionable. As he just reads this and sighs, saying, as well. Craftsman and Lennox walk in. As Craftsman will say, so, you got a message from the council too? As he would just say, yeah, I got a message from the council. Apparently I need to look fashionable. Apparently something has gone on and, well, it might be that I am taking the brunt for this. Well, I am the chief of police here in this city, so hey, it's only fair that I take the brunt of what's about to happen. What about you two? His legs would just perk up, say, I've been ordered to stay on standby here. Craftman over here is, well, she can explain that. As she speaks up, saying, I've been ordered to sit out council. I need to be in my Spectre's uniform. Well, in a certain uniform that pronounces me as a Spectre. I don't know why, it's just military protocol, apparently. True enough. Oh well. Anyway. I have to be there 5 days. So I'm gonna get stuff ready in 2 days. Then I'll head off in another one after that, get to the Citadel early, and get my booking with the council, hopefully a bit earlier. That way I can actually get here and sort out the rest of this godforsaken investigation. As Lennox will speak up after locking the door, as he just walk up to him saying, Excuse me, I'm sorry, bro, but I have a bad feeling about this. The council usually send a representative first, or hell, call up. They sent a message, so it's confirmed. It would have been sent to anybody else but me. I'm the chief of police here in the city, so I have to take this. I know, man, but come on. The council just could be looking for a scapegoat. I know. Unfortunately, they'd like to use you humans for that scapegoat. Hey, that's cold, man. But true, if you think about it. They always seem to use humanity for a scapegoat. Perhaps they finally manned up and used a bit of balls. Perhaps balls for once and actually toss one of their own council member races under the bus. As you humans would like to call it. You got a point there, man, but still, I don't like this. Sounds like they're gonna burn you from the police force. How do you know that? Come on, man. They don't like people keeping secrets from them. They most probably found out that you're a biotic. I know. But still, it doesn't give you the right to start complaining at the council. So, Lennox, I want you to start doing some more patrols. You're in charge while I'm off, okay? How can I do more patrols if I'm in charge? You'll be setting them up yourself. This will be a big leadership test for you. Well, as they finish the conversation, Deku goes home, gets stuff sorted out, and he heads off to the council. Makes it there in really good time. 2 days spending on the Citadel until he gets a meeting with the council. As the councillors would stand up saying, Konosuke Midoriya, please stand forward. As he would stand forward, as he would see the Turian councillor. As he would sigh, saying, I don't like doing this, but oh well. Looks like I have to. His record's flawless, but oh well. As the Solarian councillor would say, Izuku Midoriya, you, an inspector named Craftman, I believe she's here, may you please walk up to the podium. As she would also walk up as well, saying, I don't like this. Neither do I. As the Solarian would continue, saying, it has come to the council's attention that you, personally, have led an investigation on what has happened on your homeworld, specifically the actions in Whistletown. As Asari would speak up, saying, It gives us no pleasure, but we must ask you these questions. So please, can you answer them fairly? Of course, councillors. Thank you. That's all I ask for. I know it don't sound like Asari, but oh well. As the Turian councillor would speak up, saying, It pains me to say this, but we believe that there might have been a miscalculation with Cerberus's movements. The takeovers, this Project Spider, all of it confirms some suspicions. But mainly, I truly don't believe it is true, but I am outvoted. So I'm sorry to say this, but Amy Craftman, you are hereby charged to take over police duties in Whistletown. You are now the new head of state and the new chief of police. Izuku Midoriya, you are resigned and must be immediately removed from office. As Amy would say, but why? Not Amy. Emily would just say, Amy, sorry. Amy would just say, but why? He has done nothing wrong, councillors. He has done nothing. Spectre, that's the Solarian, speak up, saying, this is not your port of call anymore. Leave us. And she would just stand there saying, you listen here, councillors. I may be a Spectre, I may be new, but there's no way I can take on an entire police force like this. I may be now the new chief of police, but I will still see him as the chief of police. He is the true chief, not me. With the Asari saying, you are relieved, chief of police. This is up to us for now. And she'd say, I'm not leaving. I want to hear this all the way through. As the Turian would sigh, saying, I knew she would say that. That's one of her biggest downfalls. Fine. Counselor? I said it's fine, okay? Let her hear us out. As Izuku would get all the information he needs, as the Turian council would say, meet me in my office, I'll explain. As he'd go to his office. As the Turian councillor would walk in, saying, pointless pricks they all are. Sorry you had to be chewed out like this. But we couldn't exactly use the humans anymore. Especially after what happened to Nihilus. Nihilus, sir? Yeah. Nihilus was killed on Eden Prime. He was having a look at one of the humans' settlements. A lovely place. He was just looking at a human settlement, then suddenly vanished. He hasn't returned since. Saren's looking into it right now. So are the humans, because he was on board a human vessel at the time. I don't trust Saren or Turius, sir. Counselor. I know you don't. But he is one of our most decorated specters. Just because that guy's a decorated specter, no offense, but I still don't trust him. Something about him just rubs me the wrong way. He's always out for humans. Even the humans that weren't in the first 1-year war. You're speaking out of line, Midoriya. I know, Counselor, but still, nothing. He has done nothing else but hate humans. That's all Saren has done. For as far as I'm concerned about the rest of the counselors, Saren needs to be taken out of office immediately and have his Spectre status removed. He has become way too unstable. I know this because I've seen his methods. He gets the job done, but civilian lives get caught in the way. Do you know he hated humans, even though we're about to promote a human to a Spectre? I read reports. Captain Anderson, right? Good man. He was going to be the first ever human Spectre. But Saren said he screwed up an operation. I didn't have proof at the time. Neither did anybody else. And Captain Anderson's been after him the whole time. So, I'm going to ask you this. Keep your eyes out for Saren. Don't trust him. You'll be my operative for a while. You're going to make a group, and you're going to move on. Dismissed. Yes, Counselor. As we skip forward ahead of time as these words still go through his head as he packs everything up. As Lennox barges in, saying, "But Doria, you can't just do this. You can't just let the council overrule you like this." With Amy Craftman walking in, saying, "Lennox, stop it, please. I much prefer him to stay as chief of police, sir, myself. I'm far too young. I'm far too inexperienced. Even with him looking over my shoulder all the time, making sure that I have not messed up somewhere." "It's fine, you two. You'll do fine. You'll do fine. Just remember the discussions we've had all the time. Whenever you were nervous, or even ashamed about something, don't let the actions of one person lead you astray." Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. Good. Close the door, please, and shut it. Well, close the door and lock it. There's something I want to tell you both. As well, they lock it. As they say, we're on our own. You can speak. Good. I assume you guys know about Saren. Yeah, I know about him. Saren's one hell of a cookie. He is a very bad man. The counselor doesn't trust him anymore. Yes, Saren used to be a very good Spectre, but his amnesty towards humans is, not pleasant. Not the words I would use at the time, but yes, not pleasant. He thinks humans are expanding too fast. Is what I got from the database I got given by the counselor. Apparently, there was also going to be a human Spectre, from the counselor's point of view. Really? We're going to have a human Spectre? Yes, this would have been a massive leap for the humans, for humanity. That's for sure. But apparently on a mission, Saren said he screwed up, made a target get away. I don't believe it. But anyway, pretend you didn't hear this. But the counselor, I'm now an operative for the counselor. I'll explain everything later. As well, he packs all of his stuff and leaves. With two Turians, as seeing him walk out of the office carrying all of his stuff, with Craftman and Lennox walking beside him. As they both stop in front of these Turians, as they both ask, "Was that the chief of police? Why is he moving all this stuff?" With Lennox saying, "He was sacked by the counselors." "Oh, this is just ridiculous. He has done nothing wrong. Why the hell would the counselors kick him off of his desk job? He's done everything he can to this city to make sure it's safe. Kick Cerberus' ass all the time. It's not his call, soldiers. We're not soldiers, sir, we're officers. You have the military accents and the military walk. You're soldiers. You recently just came out of the military, haven't you?" "Yes, sir. We've heard good deeds about him." "Yeah, well, he's done quite a few good deeds. Meet your new boss, Amy Craftman." "Men?" "Ma'am." "Sirs?" "Ma'ams." "Ma'am." "Follow my orders." This is from the council itself. I think you better know that I'm also a Spectre. So I've been given amnesty. And also been told by the council to take charge and do everything here. So there's a Spectre here. Ain't you a bit young? Ain't you a bit old? That's not even an insult. It wasn't meant to be an insult. Oh, my bad. That's alright. Anyway, get a group of men together, go around patrolling the city, make sure Cerberus isn't being whispered around anywhere. If it is, listen in. I want to know where they are. You got it, man. Lennox, grab your own team. You got it, man. What do you want us to do? Do the same. Tomorrow, we meet up with our friend. That's if he hasn't moved apartments. So, move out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You got it, ma'am. As they all, well, leave. And sorry if you couldn't hear me through most of that. But that is actually where I'm ending it, guys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Sorry if I was rambling about this. And yes, the two images you saw were Terminator from the film Terminator. But don't worry, that'll be the last time you see them. Hopefully. Peace.